This is a demo of the Corda IOU demo application. It's running on a Ubuntu Linux machine direct connected to the internet. It was built from a download from GitHub. The download was clean, and the build took about 6 commands. And because this PC is direct connected to the internet, the compile, as it was compiling, it pulled down all of the libraries that were needed. And once the build was done, this run nodes command here in this command window was run, and that started up 4 Java instances. The first one is is the Corda jar, which is like the instance that has the notary, and then 3 other instances were started up: Node A, B, and C, which represent London, New York, and Paris. And then, in addition to that, 4 other Java instances were started to run web servers to connect into each of the nodes. So once everything started up a browser, and there's 3 tabs running. This first tab is listening on localhost port 1007, which is London. The second tab is on 1010, which is New York. And the third tab is 1013, which is Paris. And you can see Paris already has some cash on hand, $520 and 120 euros. So what I'm going to do is go back to London and send an IOU from London to Paris. And there's only 40 euros here, so let's bring the euro level up to 100 euros before we do the IOU. So we're going to issue cash first, and we'll just say we want it to be euros, and we'll put in an amount, 60, issue cash. It thinks for a little bit and gives us this message, and if we refresh, we now are at 100 euros. So we're now going to create an IOU for Paris for 100 euros. So click the IOU button, click this to get the drop down with the counterparties that are part of the network. We'll select Paris. Currency will be euros. Amount will be 80. And then we'll say create IOU. Give it a second. Okay, it comes down with a transaction ID and some information about about both ends of the transaction. So if we go over here to the third tab, which is Paris, and hit refresh, we see now that there's one IOU recorded. Not sure. Seeing backwards here, it says from Paris to London, but it is for the 80 euros. So next thing I'm going to do is pay off the IOU, and to do that we'll go back to New York, and we'll hit refresh so that it also shows the IOUs that are recorded. And we're going to say settle. So we'll click this button here, and the currency is euros, and the amount is 80. Hit settle, and it comes back and says it's paid off the IOU. And then we'll come over here and we'll refresh this, and you can see it goes, the recorded IOU screen is updated. And then if we come over here to Paris and just click, so we can see it's still showing the IOU, but we haven't refreshed the screen yet. We can see the amounts of cash currently on hand, $520, 120 euros. We're going to redeem this one or settle it, or it's already been settled. Let's just refresh the screen and watch what happens to the amount here. Okay, so the IOU is gone and the cash on hand has gone up to 200 euros. this tells me that the install worked and the application is communicating between nodes. Looks good.